Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Podcast about everything and nothing all at the same time. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun stuff. Alex is back. Do the thing.
Yeah. Intro. Almost forgot.
Alex is back. I told you guys Alex would be back. I don't know if you cared or believed me, but yeah, he's back. Just for a little bit.
I haven't heard from the Empress in a couple weeks after he said there better be a flippin'. He didn't say flippin' episode.
Oh, that Empress. For a second, I thought you were referring to your mom as the Empress, which I thought was kind of funny. But
no, never in my life have I ever. It was funny while working at the house there. I'm like, "Mommy."
Did you say that to her? That's pretty funny. Did she respond?
Hell, what?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, Mike and I had talked about your Mommy and Me podcasts, and
we've done some more talking on that.
Yeah, during your home renovations and whatnot. You've been back for 2 seconds and you broke something already.
You know, a lot of people watch some different stuff, and when you put it in a time lapse and seeing a change, it's interesting, especially when you're doing such detailed work, changing work.
Right. No, I mean, I suggested that.
Lucky to be here in this lovely outfit that I have on.
Yeah.
After I've been, yep.
I'm glad you threw on your nicest t-shirt.
Yeah. Hey, I'm dry now.
Hey, cool.
Because with no walls or insulation, that AC has not been doing too well. But when the sun goes down, it gets it back down to 79.
What's nice? Are you just here like you trying to use my AC at the moment?
Yeah, I needed a break when it was mentioned, and so what was it, this week or next week? I guess. Yeah, we were gonna meet. I was gonna time travel back and forth, get those episodes.
No, Mike told me that he enjoys recording, so he said he's definitely coming back.
Which had got me here today. But Alex isn't the late one. So that will be another week's episode.
Yeah, that'll be we'll talk about that.
And
where
does this go? Okay. I'm gonna move this guy out of front of me. I don't know where he quite came from. I've been gone for some time. People have been using my desk.
Yeah, Mike.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike definitely sat there. I gave him a different microphone a couple of times, but yeah.
So and then you came out, helped me move some stuff recently because not only do I have a house that I'm completely renovating because it's necessities that you come into that got to be done. So, since I don't have a house that I can move into that I thought I was buying, had to then work together with my mommy and me. Getting an Airbnb. We had to move out of this place because the landlords were grueling over that lawn.
Yeah, they were.
In a tropical storm, like it's summer in Florida. That lawn will be done. Nothing can be done because it's just going to be flooded.
Yeah.
Which has delayed a lot of work.
Yep.
Florida. I love it.
Yeah, we had that tropical storm come through and mess up a lot of things.
That was interesting.
Moved some of my projects and jobs back as well.
Well, out in here and away from the city, they're not all roads are flooded.
Yeah.
But when they are flooded.
Yeah, luckily I haven't had any issues with flooded roads out here.
Yeah, just
yards.
Yeah, yards. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Because you have that pond in the back, a little pond. And we talked how that land is raised. I told you that bump, man. You sent me that photo. I'm like, if that hill wasn't there, your whole backyard would have just been.
I'm pretty sure that hill is that pond.
Did you get any fish in the yard?
No. I don't think there's any fish left. There's lots of turtles.
Duckweed.
I
spread everywhere, didn't
it? Yeah, it's everywhere. But
what are we doing about this?
I have an idea. I found a solution.
this brings me back to the idea and solution. This can go along with, so I told my mom the other day, "Hey, this whole living room floor at this point, why don't we just remove it? I'll seal this all off. We'll do a little aquarium. I'll have a spot for plants."
I mean,
If you got to do it all over, why not?
that's what you want. Like you want a greenhouse with a bed and a kitchen.
See, and yeah, I think differently. Working with my mom has been a little difficult because we have different visions, and plus, I do tend to go, as you know, a little above and beyond. I mean, creative is what I call it. So she was discussing about that front room that's paved to like kind of turn that kind of more into a walk-in closet from the bedroom, so extend the wall. It's an elaborate thing, and I was just like, well, actually, a loft bed up here, since it's a drop down about a foot and a half from the living room bedroom, then a staircase of drawers for my clothes, for my dog to get up to my bed as well. Then, since there's that step of a difference, I can put like my desk and everything else underneath my bed. And it, I've always liked loft beds, except you gotta watch out. You make sure you're not tall.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just a loft bed kind of sounds like something for a 20-year-old. I mean, I don't mean that like in a
It's a
negative way.
spacious thing.
No, I
Have you
get it. No, I
seen?
understand. I wish my kids would like loft beds because it would create more room in their room.
Have you seen videos of like Japanese, Chinese like housing? Everything's a what's the
Space
word?
efficient.
There's
There's
it's a person's name. That's the bed. That's the hideaway.
a Murphy bed.
Murphy bed.
Yeah. Those aren't really that expensive either.
But like everything in the house is like a Murphy. Like it's like
Space efficient.
collapsible. Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, no, great for them.
Um,
I have a lot of space, so too not I'm not too worried about it. You forget how to drink?
oh, did you put fish in here?
Why would I do that?
Oh.
That doesn't
But
sound funny.
I thought I had a great amount of space. Then we had to move out of that rental, and then we didn't had to put stuff into that house. Man, that garage, that long big garage, so much skinnier.
Well, yeah, because you had to put a bunch of stuff in it. That's just kind of how it works.
There's slats,
I thought I would
ceiling.
never run out of space, but like my space is starting to become limited. Like as far as like safe, secure, out of the weather storage.
Talking about safe, secure. You talked about the AC guy going through my ceiling. You know,
I did.
I did notice my second AC duct after the pest guy did some attic supposedly spraying. I noticed that dipping down a little bit lower,
Like the pressure.
like the whole vent.
Oh,
But which isn't a problem because, like, you know what, the whole garage ceiling has to be redone because the people did this 12 by 12 tile, and they did this like nice archway. That's not really nice. They need a level.
the
Killing
bubble.
me.
Put a level.
Hmm?
Put a level around.
I got a level right now sticking to the back of my front door.
Is it?
I love magnets.
I have a couple magnetic levels too. But yeah. I mean, you definitely have a lot of work that needs to be done.
And after that move, I was dead. Like adding it all up, like street packing move for 6 days.
Yeah, you were at it for a long time.
4 of those days were 2 consecutive days of up plus
There was a lot
2,
of
3.
mommy and me time though.
Can't get enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
out
Out on Apple Podcasts.
Ian's like, I thought it'd be a good time for you to come out here. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. Mommy left the building, so I can
Yeah, no,
undivided.
this was all improv on y'all. Like, I was just planning on relaxing, chilling at home for the rest of the
Mike
day.
had mentioned it. I knew I was around the corner.
Yeah,
We had mentioned too, like about these photos that I took. If video editing Ian wanted to throw any of these house photos, but
You didn't actually.
No, not send them to you yet.
Oh man, you got to remind me.
You like my kitchen sink?
Um, let me take a look here. That is nice.
Yeah. I had to
That is
put
nice.
that.
Is that Home Depot
Yeah,
bag?
it's a Home Depot bag that I had to
Yeah,
screw back on because
yeah.
that pipe smelled.
I like the coloring.
And then somebody I think turned some spigot nozzles over by the well that haven't been turned in some time.
Okay.
Um, After playing musical nozzles, I got only one to continue to drip instead of about five.
Okay.
I found out what that water damage was in the corner there.
Leaky pipe.
It was leaky nozzles,
Leaky nozzles.
multiple of them.
Oh, leaky valves.
Oh yeah, valves and the handles. So it's like just that part and the stem instead of buying a whole new one, but then it's just a little bit more work.
I'm not a plumber.
Yeah, well, neither am I. And come to find out, when you're picking your shower heads, you got to be specific because if you don't have copper and soldering connections, then your spout and spigot may not work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so I
won't.
didn't. They don't tell you that on the box either.
Well, I mean, I don't. My house
You gotta
isn't
know.
that old that we don't have any copper.
Well, I had picked out this. I had to pick out a new set for the to make the two nozzles into a one round.
Okay.
And then that is while you're changing that, you go ahead and get the whole new collection,
Uh
right?
huh.
Which everything worked except my spout, which I don't have a photo of, but I got was a new modern type spout where it's flush, and I forget it's either a button that you press to bring it on, so it's not like a raised pull knob.
I'm trying, man. You see this fly, right?
I see you. Where's that BB gun?
I don't know.
Oh, you got a rubber band?
No. Hey, man. Continue your story,
Saw a
Jack.
video. They can't see white, but anyhow, so
He's aggravating you too, man. It's not just me.
throwing me way off now.
Yeah, you let him in.
And what was that last thing I was saying there?
You're talking about your house some more. Something about faucets and button and curved.
Yeah, so
I
those
remember
valve
you
spigots.
saying all those words.
But yeah, so there's a little wet concrete instead of the whole corner being wet concrete. But I'm in the dilemma of, oh yeah, about the faucet.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's what you were talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And so the issue came with the spout. Spout can't be connected because it's got different pipe connections that I don't have.
The water spout.
The tub spout.
Okay.
Right. So the guy's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go to the store get another generic." We got the set though, so I can't do anything with that one thing because the rest of the two things are connected, and it's too much of a hassle. Just Alex.
Welcome to owning a home.
That would be Alex's corner. Coming soon.
Yeah, you really talking about doing that.
Okay, we cleaned the bathtub. He helped out ripping, cutting out the old wall, putting up the new, and then he was like, if Alex hasn't caulked, then don't let him try this as the first time if he doesn't feel comfortable.
Right.
I was like, for the bathtub, yeah, go ahead because I don't want leaky walls.
Don't trust Alex with the caulk.
Which those flowers I told you I took off.
Okay.
I used my hot glue gun, kind of like caulk, down the vinyl sheathing. I pushed it up against the window to stop the rain from going in there, getting that wood wet.
Okay.
So that way, later when I got time finished with the inside, making sure the roof's not falling, that I can go and replace that rotted wood later. You know it's not good.
Just get rid of it.
Right. I've told my mom too, like that front room that's like concrete. I'm like, well, we just get rid of this whole section. Just don't even have to deal with it at that point.
Actually, that's a much better idea. Turn it into like a screened in front porch.
But then that would go into the whole her property that you've been attending.
Yeah.
our lawn man over here.
Yeah. Down comment or reach out if you need lawn care or pressure washing.
Might start paying you more. Just speak to me in some Spanish while you're doing
Okay. Okay.
it.
Como see.
That's why those neighbors that come by, you're not gonna be like, well, I'm just here to cut the lawn.
I
Okay.
was trying to be I was as friendly could be.
You'd be so white in the beard.
He walked over. He walked. I don't know. That would be pretty funny. I learned a long time ago. I learned I can get away with like a Eastern European accent, like a Russian. I did this a couple times.
Who wants to hear it?
No, like at the casino, like people would pull up. Like when I pressure washed at the casino, they'd want to go to the smoke shop, and it was a drive-through, and it was closed, and like I didn't want to talk to people, so they'd pull up and be like, "Is the smoke shop open?" I'd be like, "No, smoke shop closed. No smoke."
You were one of them. I've been by that shop. They told me that, but I'm like, your hours are. What do you mean?
Smoke shop closed.
Yeah.
No.
And it's through like an intercom before you even get to the window.
No, I was outside pressure washing.
By the way, my house needs it now that I removed those shutters and flowers.
Hey man, I know a guy.
After I removed that stuff and I sealed off that everything, I looked underneath the lip where they were kind of like off there hanging. There's a gap to that section I've been trying to block, and I'm like, oh, shit. Took me long enough with the glue gun to get there.
You're just looking at all your projects around your house. Like that's another time. That's what owning a home is like.
That's exactly what owning a home is. Like it's
there's pressing matters, and then there's
black mold.
I'll get to that.
Termite posts,
ceiling
beams,
collapse.
Yeah,
people
have been told me like, oh man, it's lucky that you get to do so much. Like I'm like, is it luxury or necessity?
Hey, man,
it's on your shoulder.
I know. Let it go. Don't shoot me.
Where's that rubber band? Is there one here?
Oh, he's gone. I moved.
Oh.
It's all about perception, though. Like you perceive it as very unlucky, but somebody else, like they might not even think they could ever own a home. And here you are owning one, working on it yourself,
realizing the pavement's cracked, the foundation's going to go, the well's out,
there you
the
go.
heater might not work, the electrician hasn't turned on the electricity back to the living room, bedroom, front room.
There you go. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's a very pessimistic point of view.
Now, I talked to this electrician, and I was like, "Look, man, I really want to make sure, like my devices, if I have some much connected, I don't want to have any shortage." Yeah, no problem. Yeah, these will do fine. So, like, for me, I know kind of how to connect wires of the same color. So if you put one in one color, you put the same color on the other end. Don't cross the wires.
Mike and I had this theory that you were colorblind.
No.
Okay.
See many of colors.
All right.
It was my name while I was working at Sonic.
Yeah.
Colors.
I know.
You think I just wore around white and black socks? Gray?
It could all be different shades of bright to you. I don't know.
Have you seen that colorblind shirt? People that are not colorblind can't see it.
Camouflage?
Flip the colorblind.
Oh.
But like that's pretty aggressive, but I mean
it was just a working theory.
Yeah. I mean I saw a little video skit and there was a spouse or significant other like, oh, I don't get what's the shirt say. You can't see it? They weren't happy with it, so like you could use another message.
I saw this prank. I kind of
wish you were here.
I saw this video of a prank I kind of want to do with Cindy, and I could talk about it because she definitely doesn't watch the podcast. He took a picture. She does not. She doesn't care what I have to say. But he took a picture of his wife's phone like on the counter, and like after she left, he sent her that picture and was like, "Hey, you forgot your phone on the counter." And she came back. Where's my damn phone? Where's my damn phone? Like, how did you get that damn picture?
I've seen a lot of videos. People have been doing wigs.
Wigs?
They'll act like they're cooking or doing the dishes or something when their woman
Oh,
comes home or
okay.
comes out. I'm like, they get beaten. They're like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm like, what do you think was going to happen?
I don't. Oh.
Hey, excuse me. Hi, what are you?
I'm definitely.
Cindy would just be like, what the hell? Hello?
Who is this giant woman in my house?
Honey?
She called me. Did you hire like some Russian maid? Like this giant woman is in.
Nice play that.
Yeah, do it there. Yeah, but like no, seriously, like I'm way too big to do that. Like, doesn't
No missed
work.
out fire there.
Yeah, no, like I'm way too tall and like too broad. Like who's this? Who's this linebacker over here? Like, that doesn't line up. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Do.
Man, like so long ago I had these notes for a podcast coming up. Oh, that's right. One being about
Your house?
Venice, Italy, being built on a vast of tree trunks.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's insane. That's nuts.
Well, it floats.
All right. Yeah, but it also makes sense why you don't want to go in the water either, because like they also
You never want to go in the water. Doesn't really matter where you are.
I don't know, like everything else economical, but not go in the water, that would kill me. It's right there. You know?
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Which I was able to see a video of our Bayshore.
Yeah.
During the hurricane.
During Debbie.
There was that cat girl, the local, I get her whole name for some hashtag there. Forget. But yeah, she went out there on like a unicorn floaty.
Oh. Yep, that's typical Tampa. Solid Tampa behavior.
First, I thought she was Hyde Park, and then I was like, okay, yeah, make
so,
it down. Yeah.
I follow this this other YouTuber down in Sarasota. He owns a racetrack. His channel is Cletus McFarland. He has a different name, but they got so much rain in Sarasota that they're or Bradenton
Above the mailbox.
So they have a drag strip down there. The whole drag strip got flooded. So they took
drag strip.
Yeah. So they took mini jet boats and started riding mini jet boats up and down the drag strip.
That's cool.
They were trying to make the best of it.
Florida. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yep.
Aren't you worried about the winds? Yeah, we're worried it's not going to be high enough to get away from this freaking 100% humidity.
No, it was like the hurricane was past. Like it was just
still want the winds though. Think of those outer bands.
I mean, what
is it going to blow? Humid and hot here.
Blow the boat into the concrete wall?
No, I'm talking like we're lucky to get that we have the winds. Like we want to be out when it's windy because it's well, I got a picture right here.
I had a couple branches down.
91 degrees, feels like 109. Something my family up north. I'm like, how could you not love Florida? It was like 79% humidity.
Oh, the other day it was 84. That was not a fun day. It was not a nice day out.
But yeah, and then doing all this work.
Yeah, and then moving. And plus, like we're in Florida, and then we got to watch out for all the alligators every 10 feet.
Especially those plants. 19 hours.
Took you 19 hours to move all those plants?
For me to move all those plants.
Delicately.
Roughly. I mean, might have been some cropping here and there to make sure because so it doesn't to pack it all into the U-Haul.
Right.
And I was getting flack, of course, about being like, I need something larger than 15 from plants. 19. They don't make 17 anymore. U-Haul.
Oh.
No more 17 footers.
I wouldn't have been able to tell. You have moved way more than I have. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what size U-Hauls they are.
And this portion was, remind me, I need to take some bricks home.
Okay.
Wait, backpack? I'm on my bike.
On your motorcycle? You rode your motorcycle here. Did you forget that?
Oh man, yeah.
No, we'll put two in your backpack.
Mhm.
We can put two in your
Ew.
backpack
Put it
if
kind of
if it'll appease your mother.
put it the front of the bike, kind of way down that front wheel.
I
We
got
talked
some.
about
I
that.
got a bungee cord. We could just bungee some to your back seat.
The front wheel needs to get more weight.
I well, I'll just tape it to the wheel. That'll be safe, right?
Look at that ratchet strap I just brought you back.
Yeah, we'll just ratchet it through the wheel around the forks and everything for safety.
Another thing here is, have you heard about this unluckiest bear?
Yeah, the unluckiest polar bear.
Yeah.
Or
No.
no, it's
No, you've already done it, man.
don't yell at me. All right, don't you raise he's a grizzly bear. He's an albino grizzly bear.
Albino grizzly
No,
bear.
that's been back and forth.
How was he not tagged? It was like
Um,
five trips or something like that.
I mean, he's seen more of the world than I have.
Okay.
So
So yeah, if you haven't heard about this, it's the unluckiest albino grizzly bear that was spotted um, where grizzlies would be spotted. And observers have recognized him, was like, well, this polar bear is just out of place here. We're going to send him Antarctica, Alaska, what have you. Um, and they tranked him, flew him out there, dropped him off, and he got bullied because he was so small. It was hard for him to find food. He's a grizzly, and he was freezing. Found his way walking south back to warmer areas. Someone recognized his patterns, goes, oh, "That's an albino grizzly."
Mhm.
Trained him, took him back to the grizzly habitat forest. Don't have the specifics because I'm not typing it up. Waste time. Then like three three or four more times that happened.
Right.
He got sent back and forth, but like by the second time, he was like, "Oh, I've been this cold before, warmer." So he already started walking. So it was a little bit shorter.
Not this again.
He picked it up.
Gotta start hiking south.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw that. That's pretty crazy. But he's seen more of the world than I have. So good for him.
Did he? He was tranked. But then, yeah, he had to
To hike
hike back
south.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not everyone can say that. Neither can the bear, but
I mean, what would you rather have? 91, 70 humidity feels like 109, or like a negative chill feels like negative 30?
I don't know. A free couple days of sleep too. Being trained.
Then you know the importance of which bears on how to react to?
Uh, no.
No.
Go ahead, please. Tell me how I should react to which bear.
There's some that you're supposed to stand your ground. Some you're supposed to, what's the,
I don't know, serpentine.
no, to get in a little
Oh, the fetal position.
fetal position. There you go. Oh, my mind's just all wrapped around beams, posts, support, gaps,
Just house.
insulation, ceiling.
That's what's like owning a
Oh
home.
yeah. So houses, right? If you have a design on your ceiling, like say you have shiplap that are planks going one way, in each room you would continue that direction. Same thing with the wall, right? That's the customary standard, which I'm never much one for customary. I just kind of like do my own thing, and however it can work too. Which how it works in that front room is the wall panels, the framing, it works out going horizontal, laying them down long ways. But in the living room and the bedroom, they're vertical, standing.
No, that totally makes sense.
Then the ceiling is also flipped. And I was like, I don't even give a F. I don't want to go out and buy fairing strips to reroute these. No,
You know
swap it.
that. You know who it sounds like designed that? You.
But like when I first got the place, I was like, how does the bedroom not have a lake view? Like it's got a bedroom window of the front room of a front window of your driveway. I know how to pick them. But no lake view. And I've always wanted to move that over to the other side. That bathroom just doesn't work. You can't brush your teeth per se if you were like lean over to sit and eat.
Oh yeah, that that bathroom. Definitely needs.
It's got a bidet though.
It does have a bidet.
Just under an acre, fenced in.
Just under an acre. I thought it was
Grand
half,
Oak.
it's half an acre.
Yeah.
It's just under half an acre.
Just under half. That's what I said.
No.
Yeah, Ian wouldn't do that. He could fix that. Make me right.
I could, but I don't know. I don't. We'll see how I react to the future.
Win. No, I'm kidding.
I'll give you a crown.
I'll take handouts.
A high five, air five.
That's why I paid you to come help move that piano. Oh Jesus.
That piano was no joke.
You go from 9 to 5. I mean, working 8 hours. Office job. Really, you gotta keep up that exercise and stay fit for when you do these moving constantly every year.
Yeah, once a year. But you know what? If you do need time to get back to your house, it is that time. So if you haven't, you should like, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun stuff.
We've grown.
We're over 100 subscribers.
1+, we got a gift going out.
Yeah, we'll get that going soon. No.
Oh.
Bye.